Run Challenge 2025. I hope everyone's having an amazing week 5. Doing an incredible job thus far. So here, week 5, we're continuing to hammer the intensity with those anaerobic capacity intervals and those threshold intervals on incline. It's a tough week. Keep going at it. You're doing great. The effort really makes a big difference. So even if you're not exactly hitting your paces or exactly hitting the recovery targets, this is one of those things where putting in the hard work and going after it time and time again is going to pay dividends here very soon. Naturally, we finish the week with our endurance work, get that nice long run in, our easiest miles of the week. So enjoy. Of course, a reminder to keep going into that website, checking the box, chasing that 100% completion percentage. We're getting closer and closer now. It's becoming real. You might even be able to taste it at this point. Keep going, checking those boxes. Let's talk about our week ahead here. So we've got our anaerobic capacity intervals. Again, of course, very thematic, this challenge here. So we've got the combination of 1 and 2 minute intervals. So we introduced those 2 minute intervals this past week. And as you know, that's an awfully tough effort. I've kind of mentioned in the past, I'm sure I mentioned last week, that this is the max duration of time we spend at this energy zone, and it's intended to be tough. So coming at it again here this week, and the best way to get better at something is to try again, to get some reps each time out. We're hoping to feel a little bit more comfortable, a little bit more confident. And some of the things that this week felt incredibly challenging might feel just a little bit less so next time out. So another combination of kind of 1 and 2 minute intervals, and ultimately a little bit more time totally at that energy zone. So a slight step up this week ahead. And the good news is that if you're really maxed out by an interval, had to stop and take a little bit longer recovery, etc., you're going to be working this exact same energy zone and the exact same skill set here. So as I mentioned before, you might just feel a little bit more comfortable, a little bit more confident this week. And that's exactly what we're going for. It's just micro improvements on a week-to-week basis here. On the flip side, if you felt incredible by this workout, hardly felt challenging, 1, congratulations to you. 2, might be worth just trying to go a tiny bit faster here in the week ahead, because it certainly is a workout that wants to be pushing you a little bit. Not to the brink. You should walk away from every workout knowing that you had more to give, but should definitely be a challenge here. Our run number 2 is our VO2 max intervals. So I believe I've mentioned in the past that doing those kind of threshold on incline is sort of a sneaky VO2 max workout, because the incline has the resistance, the pace is there. Threshold ultimately becomes a bit of a VO2 max workout. So now we're just removing the resistance of incline. We're going to run a little bit faster on flat. And it's one of my favorite ways sometimes to intro into speed is kind of hard running on incline, take the incline away, harder running on flat. So the effort should be quite similar of those kind of, once again, threshold on incline, VO2 max on on flat. So don't worry too much about the vernacular. It can be intimidating, but it might be actually a little bit easier than that incline work there. So there's the main reason that I want to introduce this workout and this style of workout into this week is that this is very likely to be in a pace range that is similar to your 20-minute distance test and the pace that ultimately you might want to go out and kind of shoot for in that 20-minute distance test. So we're going to touch on it this week, and then we're going to advance it in the following week, and then we'll have our test at the end of the final week, obviously. So we have a few opportunities to kind of get comfortable here, start to get a little bit more comfortable as we're talking about even the reps of those anaerobic capacity intervals, and obviously the test where all the hard work, kind of the pavement meets the road, if you will. We get to go actually put it to work in a real world situation. So exciting happenings here in the Winter Run Challenge. And as I mentioned, don't be intimidated by the vernacular of the VO2 max workout. This I expect to feel even a little bit easier, even though the pace is getting more substantial than on those hill repeats. Otherwise, we had a lot of questions that came up during the half marathon group. So if you submitted questions in general to Facebook, and for some reason I answered them over there, I would certainly encourage you to check out the week 7 athlete briefing for the half marathon. Answered a lot of questions in that briefing a little bit earlier. Otherwise, I will let you get to your Friday evening, have an amazing Valentine's Day night. Thanks as always for being here for our athlete briefing. Can't wait to talk to you next week. Have a great one.